Now, our first session for the day is going to be a really interesting and an insightful one for all of you, and we are sure that you are going to learn some intriguing statistics about the gaming industry. So I would like to invite from Kara India, the director, Mr. Faraz Syed, on stage for the game Data Fusion sheds a new light on players and to give snippets of the gaming report. Please welcome Mr. Faraz.
Okay. So, hi, good morning everyone once again. Thank you for joining us, so many people. Wow. Thank you, Anita. Thank you, Mr. Anil, for setting all the context for me, making my life easier. My name is Faraz. Along with my Dentsu Gaming team over here, are here to introduce you to something very exciting. But as the cliche goes, all the good things take time. We need to grind to level up. We need to go through the loops and hoops to reach the castle and meet the princess. So we will have to go through the presentation. Talking about the princess and the castle, let me start on the lighter note and jog your memory with this audio clip, which I hope plays. I can see the smile on your faces, validating the connect that I was trying to bring in. I am talking about Mario. In fact, not just memory. The muscle memory just kicked in, right? Some of us even know at what note of the music will the mushroom rise and help us grow, and the Goombas are going to come from the left side of the screen. I mean, the whole level, you know exactly when and what is going to happen. I showed you Mario because I really made the presentation of someone from my age bracket. I am sorry for you guys, or else I would have put more of Valorant and God of War, Ragnarok and things that have come up. Nonetheless, we have got Contra, Donkey Kong, Street Fighter, Tanks, Tetris, Sonic, Duck Hunt, many, many more games. The reaction, the emotion would have been still the same. And why is that? Is it because of our childhood? Is it the countless afternoons and the evenings that we have spent playing the games? Is it the memories that we share with our friends and families? Or all of the above? The point is, we remember our times, but there's a whole lot of generation going through the same process again. Only that our options were limited. But now gaming isn't restricted to the 4:3 aspect ratio of the TV, and the screens are much more wider, smaller, more connected, and gaming is now driving the culture. The culture of movies, music, clothes, the way people socialize, it's a lifestyle thing. It's a culture within itself. It is, as we call it, the gaming culture. So what do we do about that? Well, culture is made by people. In our favorite language, as we would want to say, consumers. And there was an imperative need to understand this consumer, understand the consumption of the gaming, the habits, and the whole of gaming culture ecosystem. Let me just put it this way, to understand the gamer. Hence, we got a pool of around 12,000 strong panel of Dentsu proprietary research data panel called Consumer Connection System, CCS, fused with GWI gamer data, that's Global Web Index, and this data fusion was carried in 21 markets across the world. And India, being the major global market, was also covered in 2022. Now, there is more than one type of gamer. The audience is diverse. People have different interests. Brands may want to target different segments of gamers. So we carved out the consumer from the panel data. We created around 6 cohorts using the motivation-based segmentation. And here are the 6 cohorts. First one being for the win. They play to be a winner, recognized, and they play to be recognized as a special by their peers. They have got high interest in gaming. They play game at high frequency. They spend a lot of money on gaming accessories. They are the young ones, the first jobbers. Let me know who you guys identify to. We have one cohort for almost everyone in this room. For the revive, they play to refresh and revamp. They have got moderate interest in gaming, low on frequency, basically aapke pados wale cool uncle, who comes back from office and sometimes plays to unwind. For the party, they play as an alternative to Netflix along with their friends and families. They play to socialize, moderate interest and low frequency in gaming because they need people to game games with. For the downtime, they play to relax and break the monotony. They're always short on time. They don't even get the time to eat properly. They spend the least on gaming accessories, and your typical archetypical smartphone player, if you ask them what do you play on your phone, they will respond, wo temple wala game hai, wo subway wala game hai. They like to play a lot of word games, match 3 tiles and trivia. The next one is for the hype. Highly competitive, they play to fuel their competitive streak, keep up with friends, high interest in gaming, very high on frequency. They play a lot of shooter games, MMOs, Battle Royale, etc. High-speed internet is the thing that they really, really need. The one that I identify the most with for the immersion, they see gaming as a medium for escapism. High interest in gaming, high frequency in gaming. Again, they are predominantly a laptop and PC player, and they spend a lot on their experiences when it comes to the VR headsets, the headset, the audio headsets, and other such kind of things. That can really help them disconnect with the world, and they play more to feel heroic rather than just about entertainment. So here are the 6 cohorts. Choose your own player, how you want to reach out to them. Moving on, this data fusion helped us understand the gamer like never before. We were able to now understand their gamer habits, their attitudes, lifestyle, media consumption, hobbies, interest, passion, and passion beyond gaming as well. Things like that I got to know while working on this, a gamer spends 28 plus odd hours watching TV. Contrary to my belief that he or she would be just glued to their screen on laptop or on their smartphone, mobile, etc. What do they watch on TV? Netflix or live stream? How many hours do they play? On which device? Interesting nuggets like 1/5 of the gamer audience actually use credit card quite regularly. And gaming culture has also made them quite woke. They are conscious about climate change, mental well-being. We got to know that how many own bike, VR headsets, smart TV, smart devices, how enabled their homes are with smart devices as well, the fitness band, etc. They are quite affluent, let me put it that way, because gaming is an expensive habit. But we just know how affluent they are. We understand the consumer, the gamer, the shopper, their desires and motivations with the buying, their shopping habits, their interaction with the brands. So now let's look at what we can do for the brand. In my previous section, we addressed everything about what I would want to say the CCS GWI fusion as the heart of the whole approach. The brain, the mind game lies with us, the Dentsu Gaming team. Our philosophy is that gaming is more than advertising. It is about creating, amplifying, and adding momentum to the culture that we were talking about and the industry at large. We facilitate the gaming ecosystem by connecting brands and players along with the publishers. There are multiple ways one can interact with the audience in the gaming ecosystem. And so, we have created this beautiful framework to address all the brand needs and connection that is crucial for the consumer. After all, it is based on Consumer Connection System, the CCS, right? So, there's something for everyone on this graph right now. Every brand, we know how gaming is a culture. The brands can either tag onto culture, which is the easiest onto the left-hand side, by, it's a low-hanging fruit by you can go get into the gaming contextual media, programmatic in-game branding, custom in-game branding, etc. Or we can go bold and step ahead, step up your game, go into in-stream branding, sponsorships, talent activation by being a part of the culture, which gives the higher engagement levels as well. And finally, creating the culture themselves. Be the culture, get into experiential marketing, go around gaming with esports, partner with IPs, create IPs, develop games, etc. And that will give you the highest level of engagement and with long-lasting results as well. Well, we have reached the end of the level which we started with the whole Mario game. I will relieve you with the monotony of my voice with the Dentsu Gaming AV. So can we just dim the lights on this one? We have all the pieces you need to solve the game, to win the game. We are Dentsu Gaming. And the cheat book is the Dentsu Gaming Report. This is what I had to show you. All the exciting stuff that we covered over here is condensed into that Dentsu Gaming Report. So can we please have the Dentsu Gaming team come on stage for the very first launch of the Dentsu Gaming Report for the game. Thank you.